Hi, hello everybody. I am here live today to start off our challenge, to get it kicking off. And I'm so excited. We're going to use our intuition to nurture our self-love. And I'm really excited. I've got some notes here so I don't forget to tell you anything. So today in the hub, if you log in, you'll be able to receive the PDF that I have here about the first day's challenge. And today we're going to start by cultivating self-love. So the main thing that we are doing today is really getting ready and making a commitment to ourselves to really nurture our self-love and focus on it in these next 5 days. So if you haven't already, please grab yourself a journal, something that you haven't used for anything else before. Make it your self-love journal. We'll be using that throughout the week. And also just to carve out some time for you to dedicate to giving yourself self-love every day with the activities. And today's activity is cultivating that self-love. And what I want you to consider today is what your intention is. Why did you choose to join this challenge? What is it that you want to achieve? What is it that you'd like to gain in the next 5 days to, move forward and practice giving yourself self-love? And the one thing that I want you to remember is that this is a process, this is a daily process. Self-love to me, in my feeling, is a daily practice. It's not something that we're going to work through in the next 5 days and then reach a destination. So self-love isn't a place or a destination, it's actually a practice, a daily practice. And our challenge for these next 5 days is to make it a daily practice, to engage together in this beautiful community and to practice together so that we can get into the habit of giving ourselves self-love. So the journals, today we're going to go straight into the lesson of the day, and it is to write ourselves a love letter. Take a breath. We're going to write ourselves a love letter. Now, all you have to do really to get into this mindset is to think about a beautiful card that you've written to somebody on their birthday, a loving, tender card that you wrote to somebody, or a message that you sent to a friend on Facebook after you saw them post something or do something, and it's something that's filled with love, appreciation, warmth for them. So we're going to turn all of those beautiful feelings that we so easily give out to others, we're going to turn them in. And yes, we are jumping in the deep end by doing that, but I think it's really important for us to embody that energy of giving yourself that love and that self-love. So the letter that you're going to write yourself today goes in the journal, so you can just sort of start to put it in the journal. And in the letter that we're writing today, I want you to start to write it in the way that you usually would write something. If you're the sort of person that likes to brainstorm, think about things that you've achieved, that you've accomplished, and write those down. Think about maybe qualities that you have that other people have expressed to you that you're really good at, fill in the blank, and start to just jot those things down so you start to get used to giving yourself that acknowledgement and that self-love. I'm just going to check my notes here because I don't want to forget to tell you anything. So brainstorming is one option if you're feeling stuck. But another way is, because we have our lovely journals and we are practicing using our intuition, just start writing, see what comes out, see what examples you get for giving yourself that self-love. And if it's hard to do, because when I started to do it, what I found was I had to think of the ways that I gave others love and then try and bring a situation where I can give myself that love in the way that I wanted to be loved. There it is. The way that I wanted to be loved. The way that I love others is the way that I want to be loved. So I'm giving that to myself. And so I started free-flowing and writing. And then I got stuck, so I brainstormed. So you can take this wherever you want. The main thing is that we're writing through our intuition. And it is going to be challenging But I want you to focus on things like qualities that you have about the way you see the world, the way that you're giving yourself self-love by being here, by saying yes to this challenge. What does that feel like? What can you write about that? How can you congratulate yourself on doing that? Have compassion for yourself. If you saw someone really working hard on themselves, and you would give them that gratitude and that appreciation. So we're doing that for ourselves. Are you a patient person? Do you sort of sometimes come out with some really witty, funny things? What are those sort of qualities that you have? Those are the things that go into our letter today. Now, if some of you are struggling and you're on this challenge because you are struggling with self-love, I have something for you. I'm just going to read it here. So if you're struggling to write your letter, I want you to write the following. I struggle to love and appreciate you, because you're writing it to yourself, yeah? I struggle to love and appreciate you. Sometimes I struggle to understand you. But I'm trying hard every day, and I will continue to try hard because I want you to thrive and be happy and have the best possible life you can have. So that's just a little example that I came up with if you are struggling to give yourself that self-love in the form of a love letter. We're writing a love letter today. It's exciting. Sometimes we might feel that we have not given ourselves so much self-love, so we can apologise in the letter to ourselves if you feel called to do that, because a lot of us put ourselves through so much BS that we know we shouldn't put up with in ourselves. So I want you to add those if you feel called to add an apology in your letter to yourself. I'm going to give you an example of my letter that I wrote in my journal, because I'm doing this challenge as well, and it's really bringing up a lot. So I'm just going to share my letter with you. It says, "Dear Sari Cecilia, what an amazing ride you have had. I'm so proud of you for never giving up on yourself. Even when things got really rough, you always managed to work through the negative thoughts and come through to see the positive side of your journey. You gain so much wisdom from the hard times, and I applaud you for that. You have inspired me to reach for more creative dreams and never give up on myself. Keep going, keep inspiring, and keep believing in yourself, because I do wholeheartedly. I will never let you fall back into the deep hole of depression you once had. I have your back. I will support you and defend you and raise you up to the shining, amazing light that you really are." So that's what I wrote to myself yesterday, and it wasn't easy. I had to brainstorm it. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I thought, I've got to do this right. But then when it started to come out, I really let it go and really let it come through. And what I was thinking about was myself in a really hard time, like about 20 years ago when I started teaching, and I wasn't sure that I was in the right profession, and I got kind of really depressed in like 3 or 4 years of my job and teaching. And so I thought of myself then when I wrote this letter yesterday, and how much I had changed and how much I'd gone through, and how much negativity had turned into wisdom. And the loneliness of that depression, how it had transformed, and the community of beautiful women that I'm sharing this experience with now has given me that inspiration to keep believing in myself. So I hope that helps you to write your letter a little bit. And it's full on doing this self-love challenge. I have my... This is my rose quartz. It's sort of in the shape of a heart, and I always keep it with me when I need that strength, when I'm being vulnerable, and I need that strength to let me know that everything's okay. I've got the energy of love in my hand here, so you'll see me with this little rose quartz a lot in my hand. So another thing that we can add to our challenge today is, if you want, and I'm going to do this afternoon, is to rewrite that letter out once you've written it in your journal. Rewrite it out and put it in a sealed envelope, and then forget about it for a year. And a year from today, we can do this together actually. We can open up our letters and read it again and see what a beautiful gift we are to ourselves, and how our relationship with ourselves has developed and progressed, and you really get to see how beautiful and how much love you have for yourself inside. So that's something we can do together. Another thing I wanted to add is just so that people can feel more engaged in their own journey and really pushing forward in this challenge to do the best that they can to give themselves self-love. I've added a little prize and a little incentive at the end of the challenge. So every day, if you're engaging in the group and with comments like Mary is at the moment, with comments or watching the videos and commenting on the threads, I'm going to be giving scores and points for those of us who are very competitive. So the person who is engaging the most is going to get the most out of this challenge, and that's my main incentive. So I want to give you a free gift. I look forward to you sharing in the thread about how you went with your letter. You don't have to share your letter, just going to share the experience of writing the letter to yourself is fine. So the point system, I've got this up on the hub as well, and if you download it, you'll see it as well. The point system is to give us more incentive to contribute and interact and push forward, not for us, but for yourself. So I want people to become more engaged in their own journey and in their own self-love journey for themselves. So if you're interested, it's totally optional. In the thread, I'll put up a thread that says day one thread, and you can go over there and make comments. And I've got things like 10 points for commenting. So Annie and Mary, you've just scored 10 points for leaving comments, which is fantastic. So I'll be scoring all of those points up. Some other points would be like, I'm going to give you 20 points if you are making encouraging and supportive comments to others. So as this challenge gets going, others will be going through things and sharing about their experiences in the challenge. And if you make a comment on their comment, I'm going to award you 20 points because you're engaging and you're helping and you're being supportive. And that's really, really important for us to create as a community. And also what it does to your energy and your vibration when you know this, when we're giving, when we're sharing with others and we're helping others, what that does to us in our vibration is really, really positive and also shows how much you care in your self-love journey. And also if you share the challenge with your community on your page, I'm going to award you 20 points. So at the end of the challenge, which is Friday the 17th at Australia time 10 p.m, I'll cut off the points there and I'll tally up all the points, and the person who receives the most points will receive a free 30-minute coaching session with me, and we can go through anything that has come up from this challenge or anything else that is coming up in your life as well. So that is a little incentive for us in the challenge. And please share this on your page with others, because it's not too late for them to join in the challenge with us. The links for the challenge on your page, that would be fantastic. In the journal, if you write your intention for what you want to get out of this challenge, what you hope to achieve, what your goals are, or what you want to clear, what feels blocked, all of those sort of things, your intentions. And then the first activity after that will be writing a love letter to yourself. So those are the two activities for today. I'll jump back on tomorrow around this time, 11 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time, and go through the content with you and answer any questions. If you do have questions that come up, please add them to the thread that I will add just after this video. All right, thanks for joining me live, ladies who are here. Mwah. Good luck with your self-love challenge. Get your little challenge love going and enjoy your letter. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.